With so many centralized exchanges plummeting into bankruptcy, decentralized trading, staking, and finance are more important than ever. Is Thorchain here to fill that need? We're going to tell you everything you need to know about Thorchain and its native token, Rune. It's time to discover crypto. When we talk Thorchain, no, I'm not talking about Loki's older brother. We're talking about the protocol behind Rune, which is both a blockchain and decentralized and autonomous cross-chain liquidity network. The annoying part about a lot of decentralized exchanges is that they only work with a single blockchain. You can't swap Bitcoin on Uniswap, and you can't swap Ethereum on PancakeSwap. Yes, you could buy wrapped Bitcoin or wrapped ETH, and that's compatible with the separate blockchains, but this poses a variety of risks, including custodial and security issues. Because of this, a lot of people send their crypto to centralized exchanges when swapping cross-chain. But these days, you may be about as comfortable with your crypto on an exchange as I am inviting Gary Gensler over for dinner. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. And that's where Thorchain comes in. This network allows users to swap cross-chain while still maintaining privacy, ease, and security. And on top of that, Thorchain has staking and financing options. But before we dive in, let's make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. That's the best way to show your support for the channel and the Discover Crypto team. Thorchain was founded back in 2018 by a mostly anonymous team. Since then, a few members of the team have come forward, including the tech lead, Chad Barraford, and the lead contributor, who goes by Mogarkey. Thorchain got its start during the Binance Dexathon in 2018 and went through various other funding initiatives like an initial seed round and the Berlin Cosmos Hackathon, where they premiered their first native DEX exchange, InstaSwap. After that, the team premiered BepSwap, which was a Binance exclusive DEX. And finally, the team raised funds via an initial DEX offering, or IDO, on Binance in July of 2019, during which they raised $1.5 million for development. And after all that development, the team launched their multi-chain chaos network, known as MCCN, in 2021, becoming the first DEX to facilitate trustless, non-custodial cross-chain transactions. Thorchain's network of nodes is built on Tendermint, a consensus BFT algorithm that forms the foundation of the Cosmos network. The Cosmos BFT, aka Byzantine fault tolerance, creates accurate transactions and makes it harder for bad actors to attack the network. What's cool about Tendermint BFT is that the network can reach consensus even if 1/3 of the nodes aren't functional. It also keeps a record of all transactions across multiple blockchains. And the Cosmos Software Developer Kit allows developers to create their own custom blockchains with pre-made tools that are customizable. Cosmos IBC is the inter-blockchain communication, which creates a decentralized network of independent blockchains. Thorchain uses an automated market maker trading mechanism, which determines prices automatically through trustless algorithms. And then there's Thorchain's cross-chain bridge, Bifrost Protocol, which monitors vault addresses for transactions that are eventually validated by the Thorchain nodes. Once the nodes validate a transaction, Thorchain starts the swap, which is also recorded on the Thorchain blockchain. Thorchain is a proof-of-stake blockchain, which allows a lot of scalability and relative energy efficiency. Proof-of-stake means validator nodes needs to buy and stake Thorchain's native token, Rune, which is referred to as bonding. Validators must bond 2 times the value of a Thorchain vault in Rune. And then the liquidity pools have a $1 of Rune for every $1 of non-Rune assets. This ensures that Thorchain always has $3 of Rune for every $1 of other assets it holds in its vaults. Thorchain vaults are basically just big wallets, but they require multiple nodes to sign transactions. If for some reason a node messes up or tries to steal crypto during an exchange, its staked Rune is burned. The validator nodes receive a portion of fees generated as yield. The network has 2 sets of nodes. The first actively validate transactions, and the second are the B team, ready to step up if a node goes inactive. The other important aspect of Thorchain's network is its smart contract, Threshold Signature Scheme, aka TSS, which allows multiple users to transact when certain thresholds are met. It's very similar to a multi-sig, but TSS takes it to the next level because it's blockchain agnostic. The Thorchain ecosystem is robust, with 45 applications using the blockchain and supporting Rune. You may have transacted using Thorchain without even knowing it, because wallets like Trust Wallet use the blockchain for cross-chain transactions. Thorchain consists of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB Chain, Avalanche, Cosmos Hub, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and others. And swaps between chains take merely a few seconds, but fees can vary depending on which blockchain you're using. There are a variety of exchanges running on Thorchain, including the DEX that was launched on the multi-chain Chaos Net of Thorchain in November 2020, AsgardX. AsgardX has a multi-chain wallet and a desktop app version. Then there's Vanaheim X, which was a fork of AsgardX. Gotta hand it to them for staying true to the Norse mythology. Finally, ThorSwap made its appearance in 2021. Because all these DEXs use Thorchain, you can get similar APY and other services from them. It's basically a matter of which interface you prefer. However, ThorSwap has recently launched a lending platform, which we'll talk more about momentarily. So let's talk a little bit more about ThorSwap. ThorSwap allows you to swap over 5,000 cryptocurrencies across 9 blockchains. To make an exchange, you deposit your crypto into the Thorchain vault, and then Thorchain automatically sends your desired crypto back to you. The platform is incredibly user-friendly. You just connect your wallet, select your desired assets for swapping, and you're able to transact cross-chain while maintaining control over your wallet keys and without know your customer. ThorSwap uses arbitrage trading to help determine the price of assets for swapping. Arbitrage trading is when traders look at an asset's prices, buy the lower price, and then sell at the higher price. This helps keep prices competitive on ThorSwap. You can also provide liquidity to the network by staking and receiving yield. It's one of the few decentralized places that allow you to stake Bitcoin in its native form. Right now, they're offering over 2% APR for Bitcoin, over 5% for ETH, and 11.5 and over 20% APR for USDC and USDT. Now remember, staking is never 100% safe, so make sure you do your own research and only stake crypto you're prepared to lose. 20% APR doesn't matter if you're gonna lose all your crypto, and anything that sounds too good to be true probably is. Although ThorSwap may not have the same risk as collateralized companies like Celsius and BlockFi, it still has experienced hacks in the past and could very well be hacked in the future. Recently, ThorSwap launched its lending protocol, which allows users to deposit a native token and take on a loan on that collateral. The loans currently have 0 interest, no liquidations, and no expiration. You may be wondering how Thorchain is making money with 0 interest and no liquidations. Well, Thorchain has limits on collateral for each network and each pool. If you try to take out a loan, you may notice the loan amount is on the lower side. There are also slip-based fees when opening and closing a loan. Currently, Thorchain is only accepting Bitcoin and ETH as collateral and require a minimum loan period of 30 days. Okay, so a little bit more about Thorchain's native token, Rune, and its tokenomics. Rune was originally available as a BEP2 and ERC20 token, but Thorchain phased out support for those when its own blockchain went live in the summer of 22. Rune is used for trading fees on Thorchain. It could also be staked to provide liquidity for the platform. Rune isn't exactly a governance token, but when nodes stake Rune, they can influence Thorchain's future. When Rune launched, 5% was sold during the seed sale, 16% during the IDO, 10% allocated to development, and 24% given to users who bootstrap the network, and the remaining 45% pays the network nodes and liquidity providers. There's a 500 million total supply, with the current circulating supply of just over 300 million. And at the height of the last bull run, Rune soared to over $20 and has since then settled back down to under $2. If you feel like picking up some Rune, you can get it on exchanges like KuCoin, Binance, and BitGet, or directly on ThorSwap. However, last week, Thorchain paused trading on its platforms when it discovered funds connected to an illicit activity had made their way onto ThorSwap. Although it's a good thing the funds were discovered, once again proving that crypto isn't a good way to launder dirty money. The community was in an uproar that Thorchain chose to shut down swaps without consulting them. They compared Thorchain to centralized exchanges, which have acted similarly in the past, and urged Thorchain to take a page out of Uniswap's book, because the Ethereum-based DEX has previously blocked illicit wallets without pausing trades. Well, that's all I got for you today, folks. And I'd love to know, are you a Rune holder? Have you ever used ThorSwap or other DEXs in the Thorchain universe? Leave a comment below and tell us what you think of the project. I'll see you at the top. Whoa. If you don't click that, you're gonna die.